Hey guys, it's Tim again from Anything Scout, and today we will be explaining headlight options for your Scout 2. All right, these are the options that we offer on anythingscout.com. They go in range of price here. The most economical option is a conversion bulb housing and these hella high wattage bulbs. This is a great basic get you into aftermarket headlights that are far more bright than the stock halogens are. The next option is a newer option to us, and it's the Holley Retro Brights. And for the 1980 guys, we have not forgotten you. We do offer headlight buckets and adjusters for 1980. These are actually the rectangle headlights as well that you will need to replace those. And that's also a wonderful option, and I'll actually show you on the truck these when we get to that part. And another option that we've had for several years now is the Truck-Lite. This is just an awesome overall bulb, very bright. This does have kind of a bluish or a pure white hue, whereas the Retro Bright is offered in multiple hues. There's a more original kind of older look, but intensity is tenfold what the old used to be. With the conversion bulbs, you're going to get that kind of warmer light as well, and just a higher wattage bulb than stock. All right, so I'm working on a 72 today. They have the smaller headlight surrounds. There's just 3 screws that remove this. The later models will have the 4 on the outside of the headlight bezel. You'll remove the bezel first, and then we'll pull the actual headlight bucket out, and I'll show you how to change out your headlight. Next thing, we're going to take these 4 screws out that will remove the entire headlight bucket from the truck. And I always do the last screw as being the top screw. It holds the bucket in place, just a little easier. And then if you have a nicely painted truck, you'll want to watch out. These get very tight in the actual opening, and you can scratch your paint if you're not careful. All right, so when you remove it, you'll see the back of the bulb just has a connector. Simply pull on that and we'll disconnect that. And this is the headlight bucket out, and I'll show you how to change out the bulb. Now, I should mention you can do this in the truck, but I always think it's good practice to take the bucket out. I like to inspect all of the nylon adjusters for your headlights. A lot of times they'll be corroded like this. The nylon might be cracked or missing completely. We do offer that on our site, and we sell these tabs that go in and new adjuster screws with them. That is an awesome way to enhance not only your light output, but actually aim it where it needs to be. This bucket looks okay. There is some surface rust, but the nylon's in good place. It's in good shape, it's in place and everything. So we're just going to remove the 3 retaining screws for the trim ring. It's 1, 2, and 3, and they are slotted if it's factory. If you have some aftermarket hardware in there, it might be a little trickier to get these out. They are pretty tight after 40 plus years, so you might want to soak it down with like some kind of penetrating fluid like a WD-40 or PB Blaster if you have issues. Now, you don't have to take these all the way out. The trim ring will slide. It has an oblong hole, so you just loosen these. I like to go 5-6 threads out just to give myself some wiggle room when we're putting the new bulb in. So then you'll just twist the whole ring and lift out, and the bulb should come with it. Now is a good time to wipe all of the junk out before you put a new bulb in, and we'll be reusing the ring. You can throw away the light bulb. All right, the first option I'm going to show you guys is the economical version. It is just our basic H4 conversion headlight housing and the hella high wattage bulbs. This is a great entry level, going to get you a lot more light than stock, but not break the bank option. These will come just like this with a boot, and I'll show you how to put the bulb in there. There's a plastic kind of like dummy filler piece that they ship with. So you'll just press down on these spring tabs, lift that up out of the way, take the plug out. Then you'll want to open your bulbs up, and always a good thing to note, do not touch the glass in this. The oils from your hands when they get hot can do weird things. Bulbs can break, etc., etc. So keep that in mind. Just handle them by the bottom part where it connects, and you'll be good to go. Get this guy out of here. And there's only one way these can go in this housing. So kind of keep that in mind when you take the plug out. The prongs, there's 3 prongs. It can only go back in one way. So we'll install our new bulb. And basically just the reverse, you'll push down on these spring tabs. That'll hold your bulb in. It can be kind of tricky to get these. They're kind of strong little springs like that. Now, the boot is kind of crucial to keeping water and everything out of your bulb and the housing itself. So we'll flip it up. It says top there. The hole is for draining moisture and everything, should go down. So kind of keep in mind where the top is. You'll put the boot on and press the boot all the way around the bulb. Make sure that it pushes down. Otherwise, it will not plug in very easily. And just keep seating it, and it should look like that when you're done. It should be seated around the bulb, and this will fit nicely to the back of the housing. Then this can just drop right in your headlight bucket, and just kind of keep in mind when you took it off, which orientation it is. We'll set that in there the way that it should go, and we'll grab our trim ring, and basically doing the opposite of what we just did, we'll reinstall this and twist so that it locks in place. This is why I like to go a little bit more when I'm unscrewing these, and this one I didn't do quite enough, just to give yourself enough room to get these tabs down. This housing fits perfectly in the headlight bucket. It is just kind of tricky to get it seated again. After so many years, they get a little tweaked or bent the way that they were. But we'll basically push down on that, twist, lock this in place, and then tighten the screws. All right, and this assembly is now ready to go back in the truck. I'm also going to show you guys how to do a Truck-Lite install and how easy they fit into the housing. This fits like the standard halogen sealed beam bulb that would have come from the factory, but also the retro brights and the Truck-Lites fit just as well, and I'll highlight that here in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys now the Truck-Lite install. It is a little different housing. It is like the sealed beam, it's all one piece. You don't have to put a bulb in it or anything like that. There's LEDs, highs and low beam, and they are all in one nice like solid metal package, and it fits in the bucket just the same as any other bulb will. That's what's nice about these other options. Some of the conversions out there, you'll have to cut out the back of the basket. They're just a mess to fit them. And these options that we're showing today just literally drop in your basket, and you don't have to make any modifications whatsoever. And it's just super easy. Anybody can do this at their home. And all you need is a Phillips screwdriver to do so. All right, we'll get the basket dropped around this. Same install process, basically just push down on it and get it locked in and twist. And then we'll tighten the screws, and I will show you them how to install it back in the truck. And the Holley Retro Bright is much like the Truck-Lite. One simple assembly, drops right in the bucket. You get the wire, it's a nice aluminum housing. Also has great optics. Both these options have great optics, which means a more focused beam, and they're much, much brighter than the stock headlights will be. We'll get this Truck-Lite in, and then I'll show you the difference between the Holley Retro Bright series and the Truck-Lites on the truck. All right, we've got the lights off in here just so I can show you guys the differences and how much brighter these actually are. This is the Holley Retro Bright on the driver's side here. Passenger side will be the Truck-Lite that we just installed. And notice the hue and the color difference in the headlights as well. Both are wonderful options for aftermarket headlights, and they put out great light, but it's just kind of a difference in what kind of look you're going for. And I'm gonna click the high beams. Well guys, hopefully that helps you guys figure out what headlight option is best for you. Again, all of these parts are available on anythingscout.com, and we have those 3 options: our conversion, bulb assembly, our Holley Retro Bright, and the Truck-Lite option as well. Hopefully this was helpful, and you guys feel free to tackle this yourself.